All right, guys. So this strategy right here is my bread and butter that I want to share. It is my momentum strategy that I use one time frame, a 1 minute chart, and how I make insane amount of money every day. You can use this with prop firms. I highly recommend it if you need money. This can make you a ton of money. So let's go over some of the plays I took today and just kind of show you the strategy on why I took it. As you can see right here at 10:36, I took, or 10:21, I took arm shorts. So if we go into the chart of arm here, you can see, what do you see right here? You see candles going down. Well, my rule is on the 1 minute chart, if I see the EMA 200 at the very top, I am looking for shorts, and vice versa. If I see the 200 at the bottom, I'm looking to go long. And that is how you follow the trend. And now, granted, I'm not going to win all the time. I have a clear stop loss that I'm going to go over and what to do. Now, if price touches these lower bands, it means there's more momentum to the downside, and it means it's a higher value setup. So I saw that price went down pretty, down here. I didn't really see any other setups from big caps. So I waited for price to pull back to this EMA 50, which is a very crucial area to take shorts. Now, sometimes I take the 20 if it's like really deep touch here, and it comes swiftly back. I just kind of judge how the price is moving, right? I want to see price come back to the 20 or 50, but yeah, you would have made some money here on that 20 as it made a pretty nice little dip there. But I took price coming into this 50, and I said, okay, where is a good stop loss? Usually my stop loss, I like to put it above the 200. All right, so if I look at this trend line here, put my trend line and I drag it up, I'd be like, okay, I'm risking 1.27%, not too bad. All right, and then it went all the way down 2% right here. So I know my stop loss. I usually like to put it above the 200. And as you can see, if it doesn't get above the 200 fast, you see how this 200 goes down as price is going down. So I can readjust my stop loss just slightly above it. And you might be like, okay, it might end up like right in here where you see this nice clear resistance. So I took arm here. Price went down, pushed up to the 50, and made a monster move down. Awesome, awesome gain. And then I took in the Discord, all these are going to be alerted, so if you're not in the Discord, make sure you join. I took HIMS right in here. Why did I take HIMS? HIMS was another beautiful setup that I liked. Now with HIMS, I saw price starting to switch to the uptrend. As you can see, the 200 is here. We got very close to the momentum here on the upper KC. I ended up taking the 20 and the 50 since it went back kind of fast. And as you can see, this made a pretty nice return. But I took the 20 and the 50, and I took profit as we went to the intraday high here, went back here. Your stop loss, should be down in here as this is below the 200 at the time. And just keep in mind that 200 is strong support. And as you can see, we make even higher highs. I mean, look at this, all the way down here to all the way up in here. And then another trade I took was NBIS. Now, this, in my opinion, was an AA plus setup because what do you have? You have right here upper band touch, and you pulled all the way back to the 50. Very nice setup where it pulled all the way back. Now, granted, if I see any type of consolidation like right in here, a lot of the times I look for the next EMA. My best EMA that I like taking entries on is the 1 minute EMA 50 because remember, your stop loss is below this 200. It makes no sense taking an EMA 20 here and be like, my stop loss is 3%. No, that is terrible risk management. Put the EMA 50 here, and I actually ended up putting my stop loss below this prior candle here because it was just too big of a stop if it goes to this 200. But there's a good chance it bounces here and it just keeps going up and up and up. And these are going to be tons of plays that I take time and time again. Like you can see the entries like right up here, we hit this upper band, we quickly went to the 20, kind of consolidate, it hit the 50, and this one ended up making a monster move up. And you'll see it time and time again on these setups right in here. I mean, look at these beautiful setups that come here. The best setups are when you hit the upper band and you pull back to either the EMA 20 or 50. Ideally, I like the 50 the most. 20 I usually do sometimes a starter ad. Okay? But this is my go-to strategy where I'm looking for price to be in a momentum. I'm looking for price to be in an uptrend or a downtrend. If price is hitting the upper bands, I'm looking to only take longs, and I'm looking for pullbacks into the EMA 50. And then if price hits the lower band, it means it's very bearish, and I'm looking for price to pull up to the EMA 50. And then look at that. As you can see right here, I wouldn't take this because price is just kind of choppy. Price is nowhere near the bands. That's why you want to set up these bands to tell you, well, how momentum, is there a lot of momentum into that, right? And you'll see how you can get really like beautiful entries. And this works for anything. You can do this on any cap as long as there's volume, right? As you can see, SPY drops down here, pulls up to the 50, goes back down. And I only take it one time. Repeat, I only take it one time. So if it keeps touching the 50, I'm not going to keep taking it, even though I would have made monster money right in here. But I only take it one time just because I know price, it's just a 1 minute. It's bound to go back and switch the trends. And you can see that will happen a lot. All right. But a lot of times what I do is I look for the biggest, like sometimes the biggest losers, biggest winners. And I look at, okay, well, if they're up 10%, they're definitely in a nice sort of trend and there's a lot of momentum. And there's a good way to catch some of those trades right in there. I think we have trades happening right in here. I mean, look at this. Beautiful setup. You can see pull up into the upper band. BCID pulls back to the 50 and makes them higher high. I mean, it's just an amazing setup because you're not chasing. You're waiting for price to pull back. That's why the strategy is so good. You're trading momentum, wait for price to pull back, bam, and then your stop loss is so tight because you're like, well, my stop loss is below that EMA to 200, and then boom, price pulls all the way back up here, makes you a 10 to 15% return. All right, guys, if you guys want to learn more about this strategy, definitely go in the Discord. If you're new to this channel, I think you guys will love this strategy a lot. Just a simple, it's just so simple on how you can find momentum trades, and it's just awesome because more eyes in the hair, the more eyes in the Discord. A lot of people tell me, hey, check out this stock. I'm like, awesome setup, awesome setup, and we just kind of help each other out on finding these plays. So it's great to be a part of the community. Definitely go to the Discord down below in YouTube comments below. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. Hit how to subscribe and hit big time day trade alerts. That will give you the access to the gold membership, which is you can see down in here, you see how this guy has gold. Everybody into the day trade chat room will have the gold membership. These are all going to be gold memberships, and you'll have access to everything: day trade, swing trades, educational videos, and live streams every day. I think you guys will like this strategy. It's a really nice strategy that I do. It took me a while to figure out how I would like to play it. But it's just a great way on how you can find momentum stocks and where you look for the pullbacks. There is more in depth and details. You're granted that volume plays a crucial role. Like I was discussing the stream, if I see that the volume is very small and there's like little spotty volume, then you look to ignore it. This strategy works really good with stocks above $2 to $3 too, because they're just a little more stable. But it's all about the risk management. If you see here a stop loss is too big, do not take the trade. You want you want your stock to be relatively good, where you look at it below the 200, put your stop loss below the 200 with an area of support where you can identify, okay, there's support here. I can put my stop below the 200, and I'm only risking such and such. For big cap stocks, 1 to 1.5% is a really good risk. For small cap stocks, I don't usually risk more than 10%, usually 5 to 7%. All right, so it just depends on the size or the size of the stock. All right, guys. But anyways, give this video a like, subscribe, comment. I think you guys are gonna love this. This is how I make tons of money every day. This is my bread and butter setup, and how you can literally get a setup every day to trade. And I hope this video finds you guys purpose, and just keep doing it, guys. Always risk management is the only thing that you can work on, or that you can control. Anything else is just strategy and probabilities. All right, guys, I'll be live every day. Hope you guys found use in this video. A lot of people understand this strategy, so it's nice to me that, when someone says, hey, check out this stock, I'm like, good stock. Let's wait for a pullback. Look for an area of supply and demand. Boom, we take it. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace out.